Are you ready to explore Nigeria? Hey there, I'm Adio, a digital nomad on a journey to rediscover Nigeria and share my adventures with you. As a second-generation Nigerian American born to the United States to Nigerian parents, I am on a journey to reconnect with my ancestral land and share my unique perspective about everything Nigeria has to offer, from its rich culture, delicious cuisines, lifestyle, and also exciting investment opportunities in Nigeria's rapidly growing economy. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe to my channel now and let's rediscover Nigeria together. Hey yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Nigerian Nomad channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. Dang, I feel like it's been a while. But sorry guys, your boy has been busy. Whenever I disappear for a little bit, just know that I've been busy. I've been working and I haven't had too much time to shoot. But I know I can't leave you guys hanging. I gotta come and update you guys on what I'm up to. But I'll be sharing more and more videos of all the things that I'm up to. But the purpose of today's video specifically is to just share an update on our community farm in Ogun State that I've been working on for I think this is almost like our second year now, which has been cool. And then I also want to share an exciting updates about a new location that we will be expanding to. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about when is Agro Park Phase 2 going to open, when it's Phase 2. I have a long waiting list of like 50 people. I am very blessed, I'm very lucky. But yeah, so for you guys that are interested in buying land, that are interested in investing in our community farm, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll provide all the updates that you need. Alright, and if you're interested about just following my agricultural journey in Nigeria, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Alright, so let's get back to this. I'm going to be referring to my notes, so if you guys see me looking side by side, just know that's what I'm doing so I don't ramble. And second of all, please forgive me if you hear a whole lot of birds chirping. I just kind of wanted to do this video outside today. Okay, so before I give you guys an update, let me just kind of provide a little bit of background. I won't be too long. But anyways, I would say roughly 4 to 6 months ago, we decided, you know what, we're going to clear the whole farm and we're going to plant everything at the same time. Instead of planting it in many different farm months apart like we did the first time, now we planted everything within like a 1 to 2 month time frame, which is great. And then we also decided to hyper focus on 3 cash crops: pineapples, cassava, and plantain. A lot of plantain. So we have like a 50-acre farm, and I think like half of it is plantain, half of it is cassava, and then like maybe 2 to 3 acres is like pineapples. So that is kind of what we did. And then when we did this, just to kind of give you guys a visual, we got all these cassava stems we actually went to Ibadan to get the specific like a breed that we want. Is that what they're called? Yeah, specific breed that we want. And then yeah, so we got all these cassava stems, so many of them to plant. And then we also got all these plant sleds that they deliver. We actually got both in Ibadan. Yeah, I got the plant sleds, some from like our farming consultant and another one from Farmy Julie. If you make sure to check her channel, Farmy Julie, if you guys haven't followed her, awesome gal. So we sourced all these things and then we brought all their workers in and they planted all these plant sleds. You guys can see on the screen what they look like. We just planted them all, and then we planted all these cassava stems, and then we also planted all these pineapple suckers as well. So we got plantain suckers, pineapple suckers, and all types of stuff. So we did that 4 to 6 months ago. And now, today, I want to show you guys what a lot of the plantains look like, what some of the cassava looks like. Drone shot, it's beautiful, it's growing. Anyways, check out these drone shots. Anyways, isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? I just like seeing it. Anyways, so what I essentially did was typically on my farm, I check in maybe once every week, once every month, sometimes once every 3 months. It just kind of depends on what's going on in the season and where we're at on the farm. So this time I just surprised the farm manager and I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? So I surprised them and I was like, okay, show me, tell me the obstacles that's going on, walk me around the farm, and then we just kind of did that. So that's kind of where we're at now. Also, we experimented with building. It's kind of like, I've been experimenting with a lot of like green way to do things, self-sustainable way to do things. So anyways, we got the solar thing installed on the farm. That one is working well to give us water, which is we're in dire need, and we're also in rainy season, which is also more amazing. But then we also have these bricks that I went to a conference for that we have been learning to mold, which is like we use sand, laterites that's around, and then we mix it together with like 5 to 10% of cement, and we finally finished this like prototype farm manager house. I think that's also like what's new on the farm. And then yeah, I think the crops are looking healthier. Actually, they're looking good. They're just looking much more happier, and we're just consistently just trying to stay on top of weeding as much as we can, which is like honestly the biggest work in the farm. So like we weed, we gotta apply fertilizers and all of that stuff. But anyways, I think that we are doing this time, so I'm pretty excited. What else? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's kind of like a quick update of what's going on the farm. Some of my clients like to see a visual of the farm. One of my clients like drone shots, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what's happening. Let's see. A lot of things that's contributing to this success this time, just to kind of share with you guys that want to embark on this journey. There's just a little bit more accountability and a little bit more oversight. So outside of me visiting the farm, we have a full farm manager on site. We have a few laborers that live on site. Before they used to live off site, but now all laborers, the farm manager, they live off site. That's made a huge difference. Also, we have a lot of our infrastructure in place. Huge difference. And also, I decided to hire my consultant for the whole year, from like planting all the way to harvest. So my farm consultant literally comes to the farm once or twice a month, just to kind of check on how things are, observe the soil, give us advice on what we need to do, what we need to prepare for. That's been amazing. And on top of that, my logistics manager is also on ground to help the farm manager with any like last minute needs that he needs. So literally, like, we're on it. We have a schedule. We have all these accountability things. We're weeding, and we can easily course correct once we are off track. All of that is going great. So if you guys haven't watched my 20 lessons I learned, make sure to check it out on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so I think now much better. I feel so much better about all of this now. Announcement. I know you guys are waiting for this. So the new announcement is that we are expanding into a new location, and this is just so exciting. I have been like brainstorming this for a while, and we decided, wait a minute, why don't we just expand our farm close to Green Paradise? So that is the exciting news, guys. So now we're earmarking like 100 to 150 acres for you guys that are interested. So if you guys are interested in 3 things: you want a land bank, which means you don't want to do anything on the land yet. You just want to buy the land, keep it there, and then maybe like 2 to 3 or 5 years cash out or figure out what you want to do with it. This is a great opportunity for you. Option number 2, if you have your own individual farm that you want to partake on, but you have been scared to where to get it, or you haven't quite found a good place, or you're just looking for the right person and you want to be a part of like a community, this is a great opportunity for you. And lastly, if you want to own a farm but you don't want to do all the work, you want us to manage it for you, you can also invest in this land that we have in our new expansion. So where's the location of this place? The location of this place is in Ogun State. The big difference is this location is a lot more accessible, which is the biggest thing. It's centrally located between 3 major cities. so it'll be easy to transport your crops. And we strategically picked this place because we also want it to be close to like the ports. Eventually we're going to get into exporting, so the accessibility for trucks in and out is just going to be amazing. We're close to major markets, which is going to be amazing, and it's also close to like a major university. There's a lot of small local villages close by. This location is just perfect. It has like a river around that area for water. Water is easier to get in that location. Everything is just great. So yeah, so what we're essentially going to do is we're going to earmark 100 to 150 acre community, and then you guys can purchase land within that community. So it will be fenced, it will be secured, and also it's very, very, very safe. So that way you can come in. It's like maybe an hour from Lagos, so you can literally come to your farm anytime, oversee things or leave it. I just think it would be an awesome community for you guys that are interested in that. And I, in the nearest future, would be living in Green Paradise, and I think we have 150 diasporans that has invested in Green Paradise, and a lot of them also own farm in our community. So I think this expansion would be good for them because they can drive a mile from their house in Green Paradise to go check on their farm. So I think that's really cool. But anyways, guys, that is what we're doing. Now, cost, it's going to be, we're going to sell minimum half an acre. So the cost is like $3,000 for half an acre, $6,000 for a full acre. And if you buy 2 acres, you're going to get half an acre for free. So yeah. So, and then there's a development fee of like $1,000 per acre. So yeah, so if you buy an acre for $6,000, you pay like $1,000 development fee. And this development fee just covers all paperwork, documentation, and the perimeter fencing of the area, and a road network within the area for you to access your farm, and maybe a little bit of drainage as well. So that is what your development fee would cover. What other questions? Documentation wise, you get a government approved survey, you get a deed of assignment. That's what the title that you're going to get. And then eventually, once we complete that process, which we've already started, you also be locked into a land that has a COO title. So I think that's really cool. All right. What else am I missing here? Oh, and besides, the soil also is just purely amazing in this location. Let me see. So yeah, so our vision for this new location is to give people more options and more flexibility. We noticed the first one, we didn't give people a lot of flexibility because we're very focused on what we want. But now that we have a bigger space, the flexibility that exists now is that people can land bank without having to do any farming. People can also farm themselves, and whether they want to do palm tree farming or coconut farming or ginger farming, you can have that. You can do it yourself. And the other change is you have full control of what you want to do with your land in terms of infrastructure. So you have literally, you can get your own water, your own electricity, you can get your own, do whatever you want on your land. But it has to be used mainly for agricultural purpose. So yeah, and you can also have a small farmhouse on your land as well if you choose to. That is also completely fine. So all of those like restrictions that we had on the first one, there's no restrictions on this one. And this is also going to be cool for you. A lot of you guys ask about payment plan, and I understand the grind living overseas on the West because I live overseas. So I understand the grind and the challenges better than like a local Nigerian would. So I have decided that we will offer payment plans. The payment plan would be $1,000 down, and then you can spread your payments for like 3 months or 6 months. All right, so you can get half an acre for $3,000 or a full acre for $6,000. And if you do a payment plan, we would just add a 10% interest onto it. All right, and if you pay in full, no interest. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I am very, 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 very excited about the new location. I'm so excited and I cannot wait. So yeah, so if you guys fall in those categories and you're interested in the farm, I will post a link to the payment underneath below. You can just directly just pay me, and then I'll reach out to you within 24 to 48 hours. I'll call you. We would discuss, like, answer any questions. Or I would also add a link directly to my calendar underneath this video. So if you want to book a call with me to ask any questions, you can also do that. And my calendar, sometimes it's like, it gets pretty full. So if you need immediate answers to your questions, I also left my sales manager's phone number below, Mr. Fountain. You can also call him and ask any questions that you need. So you have those three options. You can pay directly and I'll call you, get you all set up with your documentation and everything. Number two, schedule a call with me directly, or you can call my sales manager directly. I think contacting my sales manager is probably the fastest way, I would say, to get a hold of me, because he can kind of connect me with who he needs. And I think that's probably it. Alright guys, if you have any questions, comment underneath this video, and I am so looking forward to having you guys be a part of our community moving forward. And thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm sorry that I kept you guys waiting, but I just wanted to go through like a few cycles before we kind of opened up the new one. But now all focus is on Green Paradise and Agro Park Phase 2. Literally, I'm not taking on any projects or doing anything else, and for the next year, this is all I'm going to be focused on. So I wanted to kind of develop that level of focus and know that I'm ready to tackle this before we expand it. Alright guys, thank you so much for following my journey. If you guys have any questions, comment below and subscribe. And lastly, remember, it's your time to rise and let your light shine. Peace.